Showboating Sports, guys. Welcome back. Hey, I don't know if you guys got to check it out or not. I've been wanting to put this video out for a minute. I actually caught it live, and I wasn't able to do a video on it, but it was about Fannon and Errol Spence Sr. Talking. He had an interview with Errol Spence Sr. And if you guys haven't, check that video out. Make sure you do. But anyway, Errol Spence Sr., if you guys been following us for a while, you know he don't really do a lot of videos. But so now he's starting to do, not videos, but interviews. So now he's starting to do interviews. And I think the thing that I like about it is that now that he's doing them, he's not half-assed doing them. He's really talking on there. And it gives you a really good insight of how the Spences think. Because I always want to know, how did Errol get that kind of mind frame and what did you go through? Because a lot of fighters like Terrence Crawford grew up broke, and that's what gives them their chip on their shoulder to make a lot of boxers did. You guys know that. So I'm not telling you guys anything new, but so it's good to see a boxer that came from a mom and dad together who works. He didn't come from a place of being broke, a lot of heartache and stuff. He was just like an average kid, something that you'd like to see, you know, that's should be common in America, but it's not. But Earl came out and he's got this killer instinct, which is really good, which is really cool. And his parents had money. His dad had a business and that kind of stuff. And so Errol Spence had a lot of money, but they was also asking him, you know, some of the things about Earl. And he was saying that Earl was always competitive, and he's a person that does not like to lose. He's always had a really good work ethic. He was good in multiple sports. He played soccer. He played football. He played basketball too. So, and that helps him. And I always tell my son, because I got a son who plays football, and I tell him it's always good to do more than one sport. Playing basketball helps you with football because it helps you with the cutting, the going back and forth, that kind of stuff. And there was so many things that he said that let me know that Earl is what Earl say he is. You know, he is laid back. It's not a front. I like how now the whole family is giving interviews. They're letting you in on the inside of the family. They're not so closed off. And I just thought his dad, honestly, I was like, man, that dude is kind of, you know what I mean, edgy. You know, he doesn't have to do interviews. Nobody's family is obligated to do it. But you can see he's not out there in the limelight. But I'll tell you one thing that's about their whole family that I like. Everybody is really, really, really consistent. His mom is consistent. Ellie Setback did a video, and he was talking to his mom. And the reason why I'm jumping around, because I want to let you know that everybody is consistent and everybody's on the same page. When Ellie Setback asked his mom about Earl, she always said, Earl wants this, and this is the way Earl wants it, and we support Earl. He even asked her about Earl's kids, and she was like, well, his daughters, if they wanted to box, he said something about boxing. You know how Ellie is. And she said, well, if his daughters want to box, but their dad wants more for them. He wants them to be like a doctor, lawyer, you know, something like that. He's setting them up in a situation where they can be something different. But if they want to be a boxer, then hey, that's, you know, if that's what Earl and them choose to do. And they asked his dad. They was asking his dad things about Earl, and the thing he said was, well, if that's what Earl wants to do, you know, he wants to win these belts, he wants to do that. And Derrick James, everybody echoes the same thing. Derrick James even says, I work for Errol Spence. I do what Errol Spence wants to do. And no, that's cool, because that's what you need in your training camp. That's what you need as your home environment. And that's why Earl's a champion, because everybody supports Earl and they look at it like that's Earl's thing. They're not looking at Earl as a payday. They don't look at it like this is me. Everybody is taking a seat to Errol Spence Jr. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. If you guys can't appreciate that, then damn, you know what I mean? And that transcends further than boxing. You know, in your life, you want to make sure that your crew and everything you do, no matter what your job is or what it is you do in life, you want to make sure that it's that consistent, that structured, that consistent, and that everybody around is behind you on what you want to do. And I start, you know, I'll tell you what, I got a lot of things in my life that I got to clean up. You know what I mean? And I've been trying to clean them up for years, and that helps me on some of the things I do. Like, I'm at the radio station. I do radio. I own a few businesses. And I have a lot of people around me that I work with. And the reason why I say with, because I don't really have people that work for me. I call them my teammates. And the reason why I say I call them my teammates, because I try to go get people that have skin in the game, that are out trying to do some of the things that accomplish things in life. So, case in point, I own a video production company. So I go get other people that do sound. I get videographers. I get all kind of other people that I network with. At the radio station, I work for one of the radio station started by James Brown years ago, and it's called WJBE, and I work for them. I'm not an employee of theirs, but I work with them. I come in and I do things with them, and I let it be known that I work with people and I choose, because people try to make you kiss their ass when they work for you. You guys know that shit. You know how it goes. So I make sure that when I go work with people, I'm not bowing down and coming on my knees. But I say all this to say one thing is that I own a few other things that I do. It's not all of them not making a lot of money, because a lot of these businesses, a lot of the things that I'm into are new. I follow this thing where they always tell you that make sure you don't get into a bunch of projects that you can't handle. I always try to make sure that I can only juggle about 4 things, so I try not to go over that. But I try to make sure that they all consistently go together. With me having a video production company, I film stuff, we do voiceovers, we do all that kind of stuff. And it goes in with the radio station, because some of the things that some of the people I interview are singers, rappers, you know, that kind of stuff. So it all consistently go together, so it works together. But I take from Errol Spence family and his structure and the way his business is ran. It all makes sense. It all goes together. I think people know their roles. People appreciate their part in Earl's dream. They see themselves in Earl's dream. And when you have a dynamic like that, it's always going to be successful. So I say all this, that when you're going into this fight, and if you guys haven't checked the interview out, please go, because his dad helps you out. And it kind of helps me with the judging of not just this fight, but Earl's whole career. But on this fight that's coming up with Sean Porter, that kind of stuff, I'm glad this interview came out before then, because I'm going to do a fight breakdown this week, possibly today. I'll probably get it out today, because today's Friday, the 26th. The 27th, and tomorrow will be the 28th, so the fight will be coming out. So I either do it tonight or first thing tomorrow. So you guys go check that video out. But this video is relevant going on and on, because anytime there's a fight out there, you know what the Errol Spence team is going to do, the consistency of them, and how strong and the things they're going to bring to the table. But other than that, guys, that's straight up, no chasers. So until next time, man, I'm out. Oh, yeah, before I go, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share to keep this channel growing and stuff. And I thank you guys for the support that I have been having and the good reviews and stuff. What's funny is a few people have contacted me outside of YouTube and have been saying, yeah, man, I like what you're doing. And I appreciate you guys on that. So, like I said before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So until next time, man, I'm out.